Nah, not Yu-Gi-Oh today, but some drawing done. I haven't forgotten the stream though. All right, this is gonna be some part 2 of the kind of spending the night drawing here. All right. Let's see what we start with. Kaiba? Oh, from you know, I will put that in the backlog, but I kind of have my things for the night. I'm not opposed though. I'm never opposed to more practice. Of course. But definitely come future. This is the first time I'm doing a sketch, and actually a little bit, just because I've been doing a lot more digital pieces recently, and for good reason too. I mean, I figured that it'd just be really good to start getting more practice in that area. Hello. Hi, how are you? What the heck? Holy, why are there 21 people? I literally streamed earlier and only one person came in. So seeing 21 people here, that's kind of insane. Oh, it's 12 now, but I'll take it. This is more so for myself anyway, to just to kind of archive. Aw. I appreciate that, but no. I mean, well, experience, yes, good, no. I've been drawing, I want to say, for 7 years now, but have only more recently, I say within the past 3 or 4, gotten into a more serious kind of mindset when it comes to sketching and everything. And I just owe a lot to it, to my style studies in general. This, yeah, you are correct though. This is 0.5. Issue with those that it does not have an eraser, so I need a separate kind of pin here. But I appreciate that though. Thank you. We're learning. It's a process, and it has been enjoyable. I wouldn't expect a masterpiece out of this stream, but you know, anime. I'd consider my style to be a little bit more kind of cartoonish. Well, not necessarily. I think you would call it it's a little more Western, Eastern, forgive me, than anything. My proportions do tend to be a little exaggerated, though. Not in a unnecessary sense, but you know. So no, I'm never opposed to drawing anime. But for now, my style is just whatever is functional, you know. Here, I actually want to switch up the music really quickly. I had an epiphany. There we go. This is a track from Sonic Frontiers, Cybern's Sway. Exaggerated forward. I think New School would be fun to get into. Yeah. No, I'm absolutely not opposed. My style, as of right now, tends to be a conglomeration of pretty much whatever I study. And I just try to incorporate a lot of aspects, and really, just for the most part, what I learn into what I create. So, I will definitely look into it. The way that my studies are looking right now, it definitely looks like it's going into that direction. Regardless. I have been in contact with a couple of artists. I plan on reaching out to one relatively soon. Yeah, but tonight I decided I've just been incredibly busy recently, so it's been difficult for me to kind of lock in with our focus over to more digital pieces. It's been harder for us to kind of set aside some time to actually sketch. So that's more so what tonight is for. Hello, Smile. Hey, thank you so much. You have a good one. I will definitely look into a couple more styles. That's unfortunately going to be cut off. There's not too much I can do about that. I actually don't mind. I'm just trying to get the base. Anyway. It's been a long day. A soldier? Not a soldier. No. I know this is a really weird angle. Unfortunately, not too much I can do about it. It's gonna be more so a WIP. Me and some friends of mine are doing a D&D campaign, and I'd figure I'd try to put some life into my character. To write tree on a piece of paper? I don't understand. I don't mean to be rude, but your ancestors are not mine. You are free to draw a tree. Yeah, no, if I plan on investing in a drawing tablet this year. So, you know, hopefully doing that we can get some actually coherent camera angles and just better quality streams overall. All right, I don't know what you're talking about. I guess if anything, I can just kind of walk you guys through my process real quick here. It honestly helps me out a little bit. Yeah, thank you. All right, so I'm almost about finished the base, the body shapes. I would have liked to have done the torso a little better here, the part connecting the hips. But I'm not too upset because that's about to be covered up anyway. And I also lost what I needed for that. So, oh yeah, no, hands are, oh my God, I hate hands. Hands and eyes. Unfortunately for hands, I'm going to need to use the reference, but I mean, I don't care, hands are hands. I'm going to start next with, kind of adding some legs. Kind of where the outline of the legs are going to end up being. It's going to go out a little bit here, as indicated. And the second one here, and then I'm just using that guideline for where the overall kind of direction is going to be. So like the funny thing here is that as long as that line is in place, where, like, notice how, I guess that's also not very focused. Like I said, guys, I'm an investment tablet. It's going to go around, and no matter where I'm kind of drawing this oval, the legs are going to line up. So another line down here. This is where the knee is going to be, and it's going to go outwards. Same thing here. And our shape is pretty much set. And it's going to be a lot simpler, just easier coming on. I'm going to do the same thing actually for the hands. Hands are a little bit more up to interpretation, unfortunately. Arms and the like, but I do have a simple thing that I like to do for arms, which helps tremendously. Thank you. I was doodling one day and I realized I just got really lazy. So I started just drawing circles kind of next to the torso that I had. And turned out it actually looked really nice. So here we are still using it again. This is more so going to be a just kind of a show off of the character. design, not in any sort of scenario. I hate the head. I hate the head so much. I'm gonna add a little bit more to the back here. See, what one area I really do suck with is just angles in general. By the end of the final piece, it kind of starts looking like it should, but 3D and everything, that's one of the areas that we're definitely practicing on. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect the arms here. And I'm gonna connect the arms to the collarbone so that it just aims towards the center. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side too. And in the corner, you're gonna draw a nice little tree. There's your tree live streams. Right up there, right for you. Again, I'm really sorry that this quality is not beautiful. I'm doing the most with what I got. And then honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill out the arms. One thing I do with arms digitally is I kind of start off with a similar process. I'm just going around, but instead of it being the final and building off of it, I just go out. I go out and come in. And that kind of gets the muscle shape. Muscle shape. Fun. One thing I will say I am really proud of myself for is when it comes to sketches, I find myself needing to erase less and less. And that's not saying that I make less mistakes, which I guarantee you I make more than I did when I started, but that I know how to kind of come out of that comfortably. I'm working on using less lines to kind of convey what I want to. And I'm not really doing a great job of showing that here, but that is the goal. And that translates over, in my opinion, to digital art, I like to think. Because I hate line art. Oh, and there are people outside screaming. Fun. You're gonna get rid of that there. All right, yay. Starting to come together. Bring the back down a little bit more here. And actually want to redo that line. Oh, see, that looks like I know what I'm doing, right? Okay. So here, I have my character description pulled up as well, just to kind of know what I'm doing here. Her name is Silithus. She is a Tabaxi spellcaster. And kind of the whole thing that I did with her is that her only weapons are her claws, and that kind of powers up throughout the course of the campaign. She was exiled from her. I sound like a terrible nerd right now. I promise you guys, I go outside. She was exiled from her island, her community, because she was too powerful, and also had a short temper. But you know. I would read the description, but honestly, you guys are going to see it physically anyway. I'll go ahead and switch the music here, though. We got some Marvel Rivals here. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead with the chest here. It's not gonna be too prominent. Fortunately, I really feel like that should have been lower. Actually, no, that's fine. No, actually, that's perfect. And then chest, I hate chest. I hate chest so much. They're obnoxious. Another thing that I learned for them, it's pretty lazy, but if it works, it works. I start at the base of the neck. Actually, I completely missed a part. Oh my god, wow, I'm all over the place. So I draw a line between where the two where I drew the circle for the shoulders. And what that does is it gives me a good place to line up where I'm going to line up the chest. So, and then I go in it and I just draw basically a heart leading from the neck down to both sides. And then afterwards, when we clean it up, we're going to remove kind of the indicators there. Indicators. And then like raindrop. It's easy to draw, just draw a raindrop. Yep, it's so easy. Just imagine a bag of groceries, and I love art tutorials so freaking much because none of them are useful. That is why I prefer to be self-taught. One of the many reasons I prefer to be self-taught. That works, and the chest is going to come back out here. See, now we're getting somewhere with this. I'm also going to bring that down and just start filling that out. That music is, wow, that is too quiet. Back to Sonic. Yeah, I recently discovered the Sonic Frontiers OST. I was using the wrong pencil there. That is unfortunate. I'm really glad that Shorts gives the ability for a lot of smaller creators to kind of get the recognition and exposure that they deserve. I know this sounds like it's coming out of absolutely nowhere, but no, it's just that I was saying earlier that I was streaming So as a video, a little earlier, only had like one person the whole time, and we just got to like 21 people a moment ago. So, and there we go. I think that is good for a base. There's some things we got to work on with the legs and everything, but this is perfectly fine. Yeah, then tomorrow we're drawing some more. This is gonna be a... Oh, there's no one here. They all left. All right. Well, I guess if nobody's here... Hello, single person. Actually, we will mess with the mouth later. For now, I want to get the eyes out of the way. So we can kind of go into adding detail when necessary. I love eyes. God, I love eyes. That's fine. Oh shoot! You know I messed up. The design for my character, he's gonna have twin tails, and I completely forgot that one of them is supposed to cover one eye. So that's nice. We just did both eyes when we didn't need to. Cool, cool, cool. Yep. Hair, long ears, where she wraps in between locks of hair, with one side flowing over her eye, the other often parted back. Yep. Fun. Awesome. I get to waste my time. I need some coffee. I'm not even gonna touch the not right now. Okay, so with her head kind of done, I'm trying to see realistically what the next part we should oof, excuse me, she's gonna tackle should be. I said we can do her clothes next. So for the most part, her torso is pretty much complete. So it's going to be a tight and flexible one piece that clips in the middle, fastening a lightly armored breastplate and shoulder pads. Alright, let me look at those. What the heck does a one piece look like? All right, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead with her clothes now. Here's the fun part. She's gonna be wearing a breastplate with shoulder pads, and I gotta figure out how in the world am I connecting that in the middle. In the middle. Actually, this works. Alright. It's almost done. I just got one more detail. And we'll be done. Yay. All right. All right. That's it. This was Sisyphus? Yeah, I think Sisyphus. All right. That's it. Thanks for watching. Got one more piece to do tonight, and we will be done.